up? This is Retrax Motion Studios back again with another comic haul video. And today we're going to be talking about my comic book haul for the week of February 25th, 2025. And so I just went to my local comic book store yesterday, and I picked up all my saved books, and we're just gonna jump right into it, and yeah, yeah, we'll see what we got. And I got my ratings over here, so I can actually tell you what I rated these books. So let's hop right into it with IDW's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 7 by Jason Aaron and Juan Ferrer. I'm sorry for butchering the name. Juan Ferreira. I'm not even gonna try. But Turtles number 7. This is the beginning of the new story arc, and first of all, I just wanted to say that I absolutely love this cover for Turtles. I like the blacked outness of everything else except for the city sky and the turtles' shells and their bandages and mostly the bandanas. The only other thing that's colored, and I really, really like that. But for this issue in general, I really enjoyed this issue. I'm really liking what Jason Aaron is doing with the new Turtles run, and yeah, I'm really excited to see the art. As always, is the art is just awesome. I really like the gritty art style in this series that started last issue. And yeah, I'm really excited to see where they go with this. And this is no spoiler for any of the issues presented here. No spoilers whatsoever, so this is spoiler free. But I might do a spoiler video later for specifically the Turtles, because I really like what they're setting up with this and the whole thing with the. I just really like it. So yeah, that's Turtles number 7, and yeah, well, just all the new Turtle stuff in general has been really well, and I'm really excited to see what Jason Aaron does. Next issue, one of my other favorite Turtles series, because Turtles is one of my favorite things of all time. I love the Turtles and anything. We have Saturday Morning Adventures, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, number 22, by I'm trying to remember their first names off the top of my head: Burnham, Meyer, and Delgado. And I'll put their full names and who does what on the screen later. But yeah, Turtles number 22, and I really like this cover. It made it look like a baseball poster. And yeah, this issue was a lot of fun as well. And I just realized I forgot to rate this one. This one, Turtles number 7 was was 5 out of 5, because I really liked this issue. Messing back to this one, because I'm sorry I forgot about that. This one, yeah, I really liked this issue a lot. I like the baseball aspects of it, and Tim, like the villain, Tim, not really a spoiler because she's on the cover of the other cover. So Tim Pastor is the main villain of this issue, and I'm not gonna talk about how they fix it. I want you to go ahead and read the issue, because it's just classic 80s Turtles fun. And it's just this issue really seems like it could have been an episode of the 87 Turtles. It just really felt that way. Also, Casey, the 87 Casey Jones is one of my favorite characters in this series. Alone in just Turtles in general, he's so funny in this, and I imagine hearing the 87 Turtles voice every time I read his speech bubbles. Yeah, and the art is always as awesome. The art really captures the 87 Turtle style, and I just think it just looks amazing. So yeah. And they're bringing and this issue is more of like a one and done, like a one little story, because the 87 Turtles did do that quite a bit. Was they would have an episode start and end in the same episode. It wouldn't carry on to every other episodes, but yeah, the Saturday Morning Adventures is really good at doing that, while also bringing in long-term arcs and stories, which I feel like another bit of the side story that's going to become the main story is going to come a little later in the issues. But this was a really good solo story. So yeah, I recommend this series to a lot of people, actually, even if you're not Turtles fans. This is just a really fun series. So yeah, Turtles Saturday Morning Adventures, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 22 by IDW. And I rated this one a 5 out of 5, because I really like this issue. Moving away from Turtles for a minute, we have Skybound Publishing, well, Image and Skybound, but Skybound Publishing's G.I. Joe by Joshua Williamson, Joe Riley, and Jordi Belair, or Bella. I'm not, but sorry for if I said the name wrong. Belair, I believe. But yeah, this was also a really good issue as well. I really, I'll be honest. I was not a GI Joe fan before this. I didn't hate GI Joe, but I was not like a big GI Joe fan before reading this. The Energon universe, and when I saw GI Joe was connected to the new Transformer books, I really just only wanted to read GI Joe because it was connected to Transformers, and I wanted to get the whole story. And then I ended up liking it. But yeah, this series actually is really good. This issue was cool. I liked the art. The art by Tom Riley is genuinely is awesome. I really like the art. Love Cobra Commander. I like the story they're setting up here with Duke and Joe getting back at Cobra and the brainwave scanner, which not a spoiler because that was mentioned in the last issue. So yeah, I recommend this series as well. This a lot of fun. I don't recognize every single GI Joe character or like GI Joe reference they do because, like I said, I'm not a huge GI Joe fan. But as someone who's new to GI Joe, I really like this series, and I think this is a good series for people like me who know nothing about GI Joe. So yeah, yeah, this was. I love the cover. Actually, I actually really like the cover too. I like Duke and Baroness and I I I can't remember his name, but I think that's who that is in back there. But yeah, I gave this issue a 4 out of 5 because I like what they're setting up. Moving away from Energon Universe, we're going back to IDW with some classic, which one of my favorite things, Godzilla, which IDW's Godzilla Heist, #1 by Van Jensen and Kelsey Ramsey. Sorry, we were having some troubles with the camera, so I had to fix that real quick. Van Jensen and Kelsey Ramsey and Godzilla Heist #1. Before I talk about the book, I love this cover. It really makes it look like an 80s action movie poster, which it's really what this series sounds like it's going to end up being. It sounds like an 80s heist movie, like akin with Ocean 11, and it's just crazy, and it sounds amazing. Like the tagline, it was the perfect crime. They just needed the perfect distraction, Godzilla. And I love the art right there. That cover is so good. I'm gonna put the cover artist name up here somewhere when I'm doing my editing. But yeah, I really like this issue as well. This issue sets up quite a bit for this little mini series, and I'm excited to see how it turns out because what they're actually stealing, not going to spoil it, what they're actually stealing looks really cool, and the main character sets up a lot, and I thought it was really cool how Godzilla is involved in these heists, and so yeah, I genuinely recommend this. This is such a good #1, and I thought this was the start of a really cool, interesting series that's gonna start this year. So I gave this one a 4.5 out of 5 because I really recommend Godzilla Heist. Staying with Godzilla, we have IDW's start of their new one-shot series. I want to say series, but none of them are connected in any way. Their only connection is that they have the same tagline and name, but this is the new Godzilla vs. America series, where each issue is a one-shot with a bunch of different stories by a bunch of different artists and writers, and each one is Godzilla in a different U.S. city. So and the first one happens to be Godzilla vs. Chicago, which I thought I've never been to Chicago. Always wanted to go to Chicago. I've seen, from what I know from my mom, who actually has been to Chicago, they get a lot of like the Chicago references, right? Like to the city and this different things. I like most of the stories that. Well, since there are multiple stories by different artists and writers in this, each story will have you can like eat your other story. It doesn't like you're not guaranteed to like every single story, but I thought all of them were pretty cool. The first one, not going to spoil it because it's really funny. The first story in this was like really cool. I think that was my favorite story of the issue, and I'm excited for the next one. I think last time I checked, the next one's going to be Godzilla versus Los Angeles, and I think they said that. No, yeah, I remember the Godzilla versus Los Angeles issue is the money that they raise from that issue is going to support the fires in Los Angeles. So yeah, that's cool. By Brown, Cash, Costa, Daniels, and Sleevey, and not Sleevey, Seeley. Sorry about that. And I gave this issue a 5 out of 5 because I really like the stories. A lot of them were really funny. If you don't take this book if you don't take it seriously, you'll have a blast because all the stories are really just fun. A lot of goofy fun. It's just cool. So yeah, this one I had to take out of the little bag and board because of it's funny. Because staying with Godzilla with this blank book, because this is actually a protective cover for the 70th anniversary of Godzilla. It's a reprint of IDW's Godzilla Kingdom of Monsters #1. And I thought this was really cool. I wanted to get it because it's for the 70th anniversary of Godzilla. And I didn't actually have the original version of this book. And of course, yeah, it's just, art's awesome. It's just such a cool book. I really liked the Kingdom of Monsters series when I reread it. And like one of my favorite pieces of art in this book is that one. Yes, Godzilla using his atomic breath and like a whip, like it's because it's swaying, and I just thought that was really cool art. But yeah, I thought it was funny that they put like a protective seal over it, so you can't really, when it's in a bag and board, you can't really tell what the book is itself, which I thought was kind of funny. So yeah, that's that. That's just a cool pickup I got. I thought was cool that I got saved for me. Now back to the pulled books that are like normal series. Yes, we have the final issue of Marvel's Ultraman and Avengers #4 by Higgins, Groom, Mena, and Mella, which I don't get a lot of Marvel books. The only Marvel book that I actually get, well, besides, except for now, which was Moon Knight, which I still get Moon Knight, which is Moon Knight's my favorite Marvel character of all time. One of my other favorite Marvel books is Ultraman, because I just love Ultraman, and I thought that was cool that Marvel was getting to do books of him, and Ultraman and Avengers just as a concept is cool, and I thought this story was pretty cool too. I love the art with Ultra 7, Ultraman, and Miles and Peter Spider-Man, and not gonna spoil it, but I really like the fight with the Ultraman and Galactus, and it's just so good. But I do, since this is the last issue, the end of the series, I do hope that we eventually get more Marvel Ultraman, because like there's from the other series and even this one, they set up a lot in the Ultraman books, like them just the Ultraman books, that there's still more that they could do, especially with Taro and Father of Ultra, and I really hope they don't. I hope this isn't the last Ultraman Marvel book, so I hope they keep going, but they didn't. There's no news at this moment of another Ultraman book yet. But if there is, definitely gonna get it. So yeah, I gave this issue 4.5 out of 5. Thought that was really cool. It's a really good. It feels kind of fast paced. It just feels like it ends a bit quick, but it was still a really good end. I felt like it was a good end to the series. So yeah, gave it a 4.5 out of 5. And moving on to the final Marvel book that I pulled for this, well, not the final Marvel book, but the final one that I actually got saved in my pull list. And I just added this series to my pull list last week. We have Ultimate Spider-Man #14, and this I've been reading this series for ever since issue 1, but I haven't actually got any since this one because I was fine with reading it from someone else. But now that I actually know that I like this series, I added it to my pull list and I'm gonna start getting it. And yeah, this is the first one I actually got saved, and I just love the cover for this issue. Spider-Man fighting Kraven and all the Moloids. Not going to spoil it at all because I know this issue does do a lot. Oh, this issue does do a lot, so I won't. I'm going to let people read it, but super cool. Really like this issue. Jonathan Hickman and Mark no, and Kaketo have done a really good job with the series, and I cannot wait to see where they go. The one gripe I have with this whole series is like the month jump, but that's all the Ultimate Universe books, which it's not bad. I don't know. I would like to see what he's doing between these months. Because each issue 30 days apart. I would like to see what he's doing or what's happening between the 30 days gap. That's like my one gripe with the whole series, but still really good. I gave this issue a 4.5 out of 5. Recommend this one. And since I just added Ultimate Spider-Man to my list, I felt like I had to go back and grab some past issues that I was missing. So I grabbed Ultimate Spider-Man number 2. This is the 4th printing copy. I like the black outline instead of the white. I think that's cool. And we got Ultimate Spider-Man number 5. This is the first printing, actually. This is first printing of Ultimate Spider-Man number 5, which I think is super cool. I have a 6th printing copy of Spider-Man number 1 and 3, which Spider-Man number 3 is the first appearance of the red and blue suit, which I thought was cool. Ultimate Spider-Man number 6, which I just thought this was a cool variant cover. This was the only one my local comic book store had of number 6. I just thought this was a cool cover too of the Kingpin stomping on Spidey from the looks of it. And then yep. This is actually another first printing of Ultimate Spider-Man number 7. I like this cover as well with the half and half of the hairy Goblin and Spider-Man. So yeah, I think that's such a cool cover too of Ultimate number 7. And the final Ultimate Spider-Man, we have another first printing of Ultimate Spider-Man number 8, which I also like this cover of Spider-Man and then Tony Stark Iron Lad. I really like the design for Iron Lad in this. So yeah, those are the Ultimate Spider-Man ones I grabbed. And the only other issues I wanted to talk about were some of the Dollar Tree DC books. Because if you don't know, DC made a deal with Dollar Tree stores around the country that they, and I will say not all Dollar Trees, because I've checked a lot of them. Not every single Dollar Tree has them. But the Dollar Tree is starting to get, well, not starting. It's been about a few months, but DC will get a I'm about to say dollar stores will get a DC riser, and they will get exclusive reprintings of older DC books. They're all DC number 1s of other DC books for $1.25 dollar store price. And yeah, I picked some up before, mostly it's Batman, because that's like I don't read any DC besides like some Batman, and the only DC book that I actually have the whole series for, or any more than just like one issue, is Godzilla versus the Justice League. So yeah, these were just some that I picked up that I thought were kind of cool. Was Batman and Robin number 1, and we have DC Universe Rebirth Nightwing number 1, and Nightwing Rebirth number 1, and I mean, DC people can probably tell me. I don't know what the difference. I don't read DC, so I don't know the difference. What is the difference between Nightwing Rebirth and Rebirth Nightwing? It just confused me just a little because I don't read DC, so I don't know when they did these. But these are cool books. I really like this art. I like this cover of Nightwing, and just Nightwing as a character is really cool. And yeah, I think yep, that was all the books I wanted to talk about for this video, and I think that'll wrap it up. And I will say, I want to say my favorite issue that I pulled of this week has got to be, and I think you already know it, Turtles number 7. Of course, it's one of my favorite books every single week. This the Teenage Ninja Turtles and Transformers are probably 2 of my favorite books ever. Just any books ever, because those are my 2 favorite things ever is Turtles and Transformers, which makes me really happy that I got the Party Wagon Transformer, which I am planning to do a review of this guy, which is just a cool Transformers Turtles crossover of two of my favorite things ever crossed over. That's just a cool idea. I'm getting a review of this guy out soon. Yeah, so in conclusion, I think that'll wrap up this comic book haul video, and I really hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you come back for next time. And I'm planning to do some more comic book videos, mostly like in-depth ones, mainly on some Godzilla books and some Turtles, and maybe even a Transformer video. Maybe we'll see what I feel. We'll see what I want to do. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed I hope you enjoyed this episode. So we'll see y'all later. Bye.